Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm your host, Data T of the Good Guys channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you a story from Orange County. This is California. And the title reads, Uber driver recounts shooting man accused of hitting girlfriend in Orange County. This did happen this year of 2022 in March. And let's dive into the story. I think there's going to be some extras that I'm going to have to read to you. But let's begin.
Right now, an Uber driver speaks out about shooting a passenger.
All this happened very fast because I was in survival mode at that point.
She says the man had violently attacked his girlfriend, then went after her before she grabbed her gun. She shared what went through her head as this played out with News 6's Lauren Cervantes.
She tells me she's a new mom and former military, and that this is the first time she's ever had to fire her gun at someone. And she says it was her Army training that had her immediately working to save the life of the man that had just attacked her and his girlfriend.
I wasn't thinking, hey, this dude just, beat the crap out of his girlfriend and just punched me in the face while I was driving. I wasn't thinking about that at all. I was thinking, this is a human. I have to save his life.
Isabella Gallo describing the moments after she had fired her gun at Daniel Pacheco, a passenger in her Uber car. Today, still emotional, recounting the night.
I thought to myself, I almost didn't make it. And if I hadn't made it home to my kids.
She says she had picked up Pacheco and his girlfriend in downtown Orlando driving for Uber and was already worried by his actions.
He grabs her by her hair and he slams her face into the front passenger door. So the door slams. And next thing I know, she's on the ground and he's hitting her over the head. And I can see this out of the back passenger door.
Gallo didn't call police because the girlfriend begged her not to and agreed to get the couple home safe. Gallo says the Uber app navigated them to the wrong place.
At that point, I closed out the ride and it asked me, did you drop off Daniel? I just said yes so that I could get out of the Uber app, and I then went to my personal GPS, found the hotel that she was supposed to be at.
She says for much of the ride, Pacheco was asleep in the back seat, but woke upset.
It happened so fast. I'm getting punched in the face. He right hooks me right in the eye.
Now, you know what? Let's stop here because there's some things here that seem, I don't know, they seem out of place. If it was me and I was driving on the app, as soon as an issue came up, I probably would have stopped the app and told them to get out. But this lady was carrying her firearm. She is former military. But even when you're driving on the app, can you have your firearm with you? This is a common ask for people who are using or driving for whether it be Uber or Lyft. And I do just want to show you, because I believe everybody should probably see this, is if we go to the Uber website, their policy on carrying firearms in the vehicle. Check this out. This is from the Uber legal. I will put this in the description, and it says here, Uber firearms prohibition policy. Our goal is to ensure that everyone has a safe and reliable ride. That's why Uber prohibits riders and their guests, as well as a driver and delivery partners, from carrying firearms of any kind while using our app. Okay, so right away, she is violating the policy. I wonder after this if Uber is going to kick her out of being a driver. This is unfortunate. This was the last time it was modified was 2020, 2 years ago. Let's look at also Lyft, their policy. And if we look at this policy, it says here, weapons policy. Lyft has a strict no weapons policy for all its properties. This includes Lyft hubs and service centers. Our no weapons policies applies when you are doing business as a representative of Lyft, which includes times that you are driving for Lyft as well as times that are visiting a Lyft hub. So we got these ride shares that do not allow you to carry a firearm. I think what happens in most cases is people will drive and carry their firearm on them Anyway, let's hear the rest of the story, and I will give some final comments.
while I'm driving.
She says she stopped the car and ordered him out. At the same time, she got out of the car with her gun and says Pacheco came at her. Gallo is not facing any charges at this point. The sheriff's office has forwarded the case to the state attorney's office, and Pacheco is facing a battery charge. For now, in the newsroom, I'm Lauren Cervantes, getting results, News 6.
Well, you guys hear that, and this story is interesting because we have many rideshare drivers, and they are in the predicament of, do they carry their firearm or do they not? In this case, this woman had to, and good for her. She not only defended herself, but she defended the other woman who was getting assaulted. In this case, guys, she would be definitely a good guy, and this is something that I always thought about. You know, as a driver, what would you do? But in this case, I believe most people ignore this law. But it would be interesting to find out, or this policy by these rideshare drivers. But it would be interesting to find out if she is still able to drive for Uber, and for all of the other incidents where Uber drivers, Lyft drivers have a firearm, are they still able to drive for the rideshare? Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Guys, leave a like on the way out if you wouldn't mind. And remember, good people use guns. And if good men did nothing, there would be no good guys.